how are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm relaxed. Full of energy, confident, and pretty excited for the next week.
Awesome. Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got here?
Excuse me?
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got here?
How I got here, you mean about fighting?
Yes. How you got to
Yes.
MMA?
I think I'm a pure. I was born to be a warrior.
Awesome.
Since a little kid. I don't know. I used to watch movies. I used to watch fight videos, and just something that you don't control is just fall in love with the martial arts, with
Exactly.
the lifestyle. And since I was 3 years old, I kind of knew that I would be a fighter. But when I was 9, 10 years, that was the moment that I knew that I started to fight for a dream. Because
Nice.
when I was a little kid, it's just I like it, I love it, but I didn't know what I would be. But when I started to watch MMA, it was that time with the Pride era or Hoist Gracie. When I watched those videos, I knew that I would be a fighter, and since then, I'm trying to looking for my dream.
So, what form of mixed martial arts do you specialize in? What form of mixed martial arts do you specialize in?
Um, well, when people ask me that, I used to say, I'm an MMA fighter. I try to do everything good. There's a lot of pressure when I go to the jiu-jitsu class. I'll try to be the best jiu-jitsu guy in the class. If I do the boxing class, I'll try to do the same, kickboxing. Physically, mentally, I'll try just to give my best. But I'm very well known because of my ground game, because of my grappling. More specifically, my jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I
Okay, nice.
Yeah, when I used to compete jiu-jitsu, I have good background. I have good important titles when I used to compete. I didn't compete that much because after I after I became a man and 18 years old, I moved very fast to MMA. So I stopped to compete jiu-jitsu. But when I used to compete jiu-jitsu, yes, I think it's one of the best thing that I can do.
Nice. And what do you think people underestimate you the most about in the ring?
I think they underestimate a lot of things about me.
Okay.
I think
Like what?
like my face. I don't look like a fighter. I know that, but when we touch, when we start a fight, I think some people they stop to underestimate. I really don't think that they underestimate that much because I have a huge background. But if I could say something, I think it's my personality, my it's how do I look? I don't look like I don't have a bow head. I don't have tattoos or bad face. It's just me.
Well, just like with Bruce Lee, he didn't have tattoos or anything,
Oh yeah,
and people
exactly.
underestimated him.
Yes, like he said, don't try to. I'm not trying to be. Talk too much.
Exactly.
Try to look like cocky because when we close the cage, it's just me against another man. So the best man will win.
Awesome. And how did you get into Bellator, and how is it different from other promotions you've been a part of?
Well, I think Bellator is the biggest promotion, biggest thing that I ever lived in my life. So the
Nice.
difference is the level of the professionals that are working. Of course, we have levels in this game, but yes, it's a big company. There's too much money. out there. There's too much of millions of people watching Bellator. So it's just a different level. So, and I'm happy. I'm glad to be a part of it.
How does it feel to be number 5 on the lightweight Bellator? How does that make you feel?
It bums me out a little bit. Yeah, because I want to be a number 1.
Absolutely.
I'm just joking. The rankings doesn't matter. Joking.
Awesome. The lightweight division is so competitive. What have you discovered about yourself moving up the ranks in the division?
Well, yes, I think I agree. I think it's the most competitive division in not just in MMA, but now in the fight business. In boxing, kickboxing is is the most is the hardest weight class in the fight business. So, but I know I'm capable to be the number 1, and I'm really glad that I'm lightweight because I know I will be fighting and facing the best guys in the world. So I feel comfortable with that. I just want to destroy them all.
Absolutely. Do you move like water, just like Bruce Lee says?
Exactly. Yeah. You're adapting. You're adapting like water.
Exactly. Yes. What do you think is going to be the most challenging aspect of moving up to the top division?
I think like I always say, the hardest thing is it's all about ourselves. The real challenge is inside our mind. It's not much about the external events or the opponent you're going to face, because you don't change that much. But yes, your thoughts, your emotion, yes, that can decide where you can go in your life. So mental growth is for me is self-development. So this is the most important thing for me.
So what motivates you? Do you listen to motivational tapes or anything that keeps you going?
Yes, I love to listen to speech, but it's not actually what motivates me, because it's just give me some inspiration that day. But motivation for me, it's something even more deepest than that. What motivates me, if you ask me, is like first of all, my goals. I want to have the satisfaction to be a champion, to breathe like a champion. I do it for my team. I do for my family. I do for especially for all those people that cheers for me. That are watching me, sending some good and positive energy every day. It's because of them that I'm here, still motivated and hungry than ever.
Absolutely, absolutely. What do you think are your best matches are in Bellator, and can you reflect on them a little bit?
The best matches that I fought or I will be fighting.
Both.
Both. All right. I think I have I had 3 great fights inside Bellator. I think I'll talk about 2. One, I lost the fight. It was against UFC title contender Michael Chandler. It was a tough fight. It was a good experience. After the fight, I grew a lot. Not just physically, emotionally, but mentally. A lot of things changed after that fight because it really hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I fought a really tough guy. Is Daniel Weichel. He's a great fighter, very experienced, and it was a good matchup. It was a good fight, good experience. It gave me a lot of confidence. Um, well, the fights that I want to have, anybody above me in the rankings or with a good style, regardless where it came from, what's your record. I'm in. I just want to fight the best guys.
Okay. You have a scheduled fight with Chris Gonzalez on July 31st. Could you give us a quick breakdown on your opponent and his skill set in this match?
Well, honestly, I don't know that much about him because there's not much to looking for. He's just have 7 professional fights or 6, I don't know. there's not much to find about him. I could see just a couple things, but yeah, he's um he's still in the beginning of the game. He's learning. He
Exactly.
has he has the he wants to I think this is I have experience in my advantage, uh, but I had to show him that we are in different levels.
Absolutely.
Hey, Chong, we have
So,
time for about one more, okay?
okay. So I have one more. What do you believe are your strengths and weaknesses when approaching to each match? And what adjustments have you made to account for those weaknesses in those particular fights?
I think my strength is all my abilities. Weaknesses, I think I have a lot of holes in my game. Yes, I know that. Um, I'll try to correct it every fight. I try just to, put to bury that holes, and uh, I focus more on develop myself. I think the biggest holes in my game is here, and it's all inside my mind. It's not much about the physical things, but what I believe I can do and what I believe I cannot do. This is the biggest weakness, not just for me, but that for everybody else in the fight business. But it's all about the mental game. So that's it.
Absolutely. It's been such a pleasure to sit and talk with you, Goiti. And I want to thank you so much for your time and best of luck for your next match. And I will root for you. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
this interview.
I appreciate you. It was a pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.
Yes.